Be true to yourself because you never know when one of your wildly unhinged ideas could be a major success for your brand. Hi, I'm Connor Conroy, and I'm the NXT Voice. So unserious or unhinged marketing is something that I feel personally connected to because I'm a millennial, and it's targeting millennials and Gen Zs and us and the following generations. It's just, this crazy, silly marketing tactic that gives the brand a personality, not so stuffy, inside the box type of marketing that we've had this playbook for the last decade. I remember back in the day when the first Old Spice commercial came out, when it was the guy on the horse and he was shirtless on the horse and things were happening, it was chaotic. I remember the first time I saw that ad and I was like, this is so silly. I will always remember this ad. And I think that ad was super successful. I think I once went back and researched it, and it was like, won tons of awards, made a lot of money for Old Spice. And I feel like ever since then, I've just noticed a more unserious trend of marketing happening over the last decade. And I think it really speaks to our generation. The world is so heavy and serious, and I feel like this kind of offers us a little escape from it. It makes people like me want to follow them because I'm like, they're just being ridiculous, and I love that. They're being so authentic and they're not like a stuffy brand. I remember back in 2020, so peak COVID, I worked for a hospital foundation and I did their social media. And at the time, we were trying to think of different ways to engage our audiences in a kind of an oversaturated social media market at the time, because what else could we do to reach audiences? And I decided, how do I break through all the noise? So like every charity right now is having a lottery. So I just kind of took my camera and started filming myself doing ridiculous things. So I would get Monopoly money, throw it in the air and be like, you could win all this money. And I just kind of put a face to this campaign and just kind of did silly things. And I feel like it really worked for us. And the videos got the most engagement our social media had at the time. People in town, because this was a local hospital foundation, people in town started saying, oh, look at Lottery Girl. And, they kind of became synonymous with each other. And the videos worked, and we made a lot more revenue on our lottery just because of that. So I think people really want to engage with this kind of content. So something I think you should consider if you're in the marketing industry now, getting into it, don't take yourself too seriously. People want that authenticity, but there's also, you have to consider also there's a line. All brands need to know the limits of what their audience will take, especially in this kind of day and age where everything's a little bit more of a sensitive topic. And you can always have a fun idea, but is it going to get you any results? So, you have to go into the numbers, see what performs well, your competitors, what are they doing? Are they performing well? Is there ROI? What is the page views? What are the engagement rates? What's the click-through rate? All these different things you can track to really build the confidence with your executives to then say you've done your homework. This ad will perform well with this audience. So with any trend, unhinged marketing may reach a point where it's like oversaturated in the market. But right now, it remains a powerful way to connect with your audiences, especially younger audiences, to foster genuine engagement with them. Be true to yourself and your creative outside of the box ideas, because you never know when that one of your wildly unhinged ideas can be a major success for your brand.